what is up, my starring gems? It's your main character starring Jim, and today's video is going to be on how to be petty AF, how to get them back, all of that jazz. So we have 5 piles here today. Let's get into it. This is pile number 1. It's like a symbol that I made up in like grade 6. So yeah, pile number 2 says smiling soul, really pretty. Pile number 3 says bench, and you can see a makeshift bench and a tree. Pile 4 says golden boy with like orange and blue. And then pile number 5 says we are the connections we make with a bunch of orange hearts. Okay. So this is the overview. These are the 5 piles. Please watch the entire video. Let me know what you think. Comment down below like other video suggestions and all that jazz, what you like about the channel, what you don't. And let's get straight into it. Okay, so pile number 1, how to be petty, how to get them back. Okay, I'm gonna try and make this video way shorter. I'm not gonna be talking for 2 hours. And excuse me, I have a bit of a cold, so I might be coughing throughout. But yeah, anyway, so pile number 1, I'm hearing that like this is like this takes it back. I'm hearing that this person might have told you something. Okay, guys, so before I start, I want to just say, don't actually be being petty, karma's a bitch and all that shit. This video is for entertainment purposes only, like for legal reasons. Don't be saying, oh, Mary Jim told me to do this, or Starring Jim told me to do this. Okay, no, 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 no. Please, no. Yeah, it's just for fun. But anyways, I'm hearing that this person might have told you really like an embarrassing secret like a while ago, and it's kind of like it's coming back to haunt them. So I feel like if you want to be petty, there's something really embarrassing that they do, and I feel like they don't want people to know about it. This person could definitely be really popular, just very well known, and it's kind of like if people found out that they did this very embarrassing thing, I feel like, I don't know, like I'm hearing that like small things, like you could be petty in really small things. So maybe that they sleep with a teddy bear, or like just like really small embarrassing things, like that they cried at the end of like a certain movie or something. And of course you shouldn't make fun of people for like that type of thing, but I'm just hearing that if they're constantly being told things about them without them being the one that told the person, like it really irritates them, if that makes sense. So if this person is constantly being bombarded by people saying, oh, I heard that this happened, I heard that this happened, I heard that that happened. So it's like whenever you hang out with this person, take a bunch of pictures of them, or like post a bunch of embarrassing photos of them. um Obviously, like, yeah, anyway, this is a pity video, so I'm gonna stop with the disclaimers. But yeah, like I'm just hearing that they don't like it when people know their business. They really do not like it at all. I'm hearing that if they have a favorite hangout place, like post it online and make sure that that place is always like packed up so that they don't have anywhere to go whenever like they're really stressed out. Like I'm hearing that, yeah, like maybe they always like going to a certain pier or like a certain place, like they love that. Or if they have a diary and that they write in their diary like regularly, next time you go to the house, like if you know where they keep their diary, don't actually read it, or do, I don't know, don't actually read it, and just like open it and leave it on like a page and like put it somewhere else, because that way they're gonna think that someone actually read their diary when like no one read it, like just making them paranoid, like that type of thing, gaslighting energy. Yeah, that would be like petty AF, definitely. um yeah. And I'm also hearing that this person finds you to be really smart. So I feel like if you told them certain things that weren't true, like they would really believe you. Like um you could be petty by like just like telling them like certain facts that just like are not true at all. Or like just like tell them a story and be like, bro, and like if they believe it, just be like, bro, you're so gullible. Like I feel like it's gonna make them self-conscious. But yeah, okay. So pile number 1, spirit please. Okay, so the first card that we have is the 4 cups that came upright. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the 8 of Pentacles, a lot of Pentacles, and we have the Hermit card. Okay, let's just take out one more. We have the 4 of Pentacles. And then I also took some channeled messages, so let's see. Let's do 3, okay, just because I'm feeling spicy. So it says, why are the bad things enough to leave, but the good never enough to stay? It says, stay soft. Don't let the things that have hurt you turn you into a person you are not. So definitely that could be some advice about, wanting to be petty for this person. So like, um, yeah, just be careful, guys. And then it says, I miss the effortless joy. Life is still beautiful. It just takes more effort. So, you could just constantly remind them of things that they have due. So, like, if this person is really busy and they have a lot of assignments due, just keep telling them, like, oh my word, like, look how much assignments you have due. Look how much you have to do this. You still have to do this. Or, like, if they haven't signed up to do certain things, just, like, remind them the entire time. Like, they're going to be, like, so stressed out. Like, I feel like it's going to make them really petty as well. Or, I mean, it's going to be a very petty thing to do. It's kind of like when you're busy planning a birthday party and then someone keeps telling you, you still have to order the cupcakes, you still have to do this and this and this. And it's like, yes, Karen, I know I still have to do this. Like, can you give me some space? Okay. So, yeah, just like be breathing down their neck the whole entire time and like just keep reminding them of things that they have to do, making them like paranoid. Like, I feel like, yeah, using their paranoia against them. So, they could definitely be a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. So, yeah. Or like I'm hearing, if they ever tell you about their favorite movie, just tell them it sucks. Like if they say, "Oh, like let's watch the new Star Trek movie," and they're like, "Star Trek sucks." Like, oh my gosh, I hate Star Trek. Like you, just like I feel like that's gonna be so petty, and they're gonna be like in their feels. Um, okay, and then with pile number, I mean, with the Four of Cups, that talks about disinterest. So do not find anything that they tell you interesting. Yawn the entire conversation. They're basically talking to you. Oh, like bro, be yawning, do the most. Like honestly, I feel like you're not interested. If they tell you something like interesting, just don't be engaged. Don't make eye contact with them. Don't look at them. Don't be talking to them. But if it's impossible for you to keep your distance from them, like I said, just do all the other stuff about breathing down their neck. But like if you can, like keep your distance, or like even like be with them, but just like be uninterested. Like you could be saying like I want to hang out with you, I want to see you, like you act interested, but like when you're actually with them, be do all these stuff, act uninterested, and they're gonna be like, I thought they wanted to hang out with me, like why are they acting like this? And then Four of Pentacles, that talks about keeping your energy to yourself. So if like they try to touch you, just be like, oh, like just be like, social distancing, or like just like make up like excuses not to touch them, and to like like not hold their hand and like that type of stuff. Um, and then we have the Hermit card that does talk about being by yourself and like not spending time with them. So I do feel like ultimately the goal is to kind of like leave them on red and like yeah, like stop talking to them, in general. And then Eight of Pentacles talks about working on yourself as well. So I do feel like if you maybe sign up for a concert or like you do something like a sort of self improvement without them, it can be really petty. Maybe you both are watching a TV show, like excuse me, like finish the TV show by yourself. Just be like, oh yeah, finish the TV show. Like spoil all the TV shows. Like if you know they want to watch a certain movie, go and watch it and spoil it for them. Like just like post it on your story or something without like a spoiler warning. um or like I'm hearing, maybe they've always been asking you to go to the gym with them. Go to a competing gym and like gym and like post a picture of you gymming, and then they're gonna say, then they're gonna be like, like that type of thing. Just like do things without them, like have fun without them, live your life. And then King of Pentacles, love like the King of Pentacles, spend money. Like just like act like you're boring. So yeah, that's what I love for part number one. I really hope the video resonated. Love you loads, and let's get into the next one. Well, what is our part number two? Let's get straight into your reading. So how to be petty AF, how to get them back, and all that jazz. Okay, so y'all chose part number two, and it says we are the connections we make. And I'm hearing that this person is someone that felt for you really hard. Like this person, like fam, in their eyes, like literally you could basically do no wrong. So I definitely feel like it's possible for you to get back with them and like be petty, and like it's gonna be super easy. um yeah, I'm hearing that they fell in love with you because of like how you are as a person. So I really do feel like if you show like a different side to you, maybe you're someone that isn't very clingy. I feel like, yeah, you don't text him that much, like you don't ever try to yeah, like just be mean to them, like outworthy for no reason. So I feel like if you were gonna be petty, like you could just start like being a bit mean, Just start like being more snappy with your comments, and like even if you do text them a lot and you guys are always hanging out, I'm hearing that if you just start giving them like one word replies, and like if you start eating really messy, because I'm definitely getting a lot of Aquarius and Virgo energy for them from them. And it's kind of like, yeah, like if you start like texting them and like misspelling a lot of words, like I feel like they're gonna start like, I don't know, just like being a bit like, fam, why are you doing that, you know? Or like if you spell their name wrong, I'm hearing like they would get so mad at you. Like if you spell their name wrong, yeah, like that's coming up a lot. And if you forget things that they told you, like I feel like they would like get really mad as well. Like maybe you could start saying, like if you guys are busy having a conversation and you start saying, oh yeah, like what's your brother's name again, or yeah, your mom's name, or remember that first date that you took me to, what was that place called again, like that type of thing. Just making them feel like less special, I guess you could say. um Excuse me, like maybe if you guys have like a place that you go to together, just like saying like I said, like, oh, what's the place that you took me to, I want to take my other friend there, like it was so much fun, like that type of vibe, you know. Just saying things that sound really nice but actually they aren't. um yeah, like I'm hearing that like when you're sarcastic with them, like you could also do that as well. um and like bringing up the past, like oh my god, that is so petty, like using the past against them. um yeah, like I'm hearing that you could like also maybe you and this person or persons, like y'all don't, how can I say, like ask them like would they date you if you were a worm. Like I'm hearing like such weird things, like just ask them questions where it's like you would never ask them that type of thing. You would never, question them or be like, can I go through your phone? Okay, that's a lot. But like you never ask them like, oh, would you still date me if I was a worm? Or like, what if I had stinky breath, like would you still think I'm attractive? Like just ask them very needy questions and like weird questions. Like I feel like they would get really annoyed with you. um yeah, definitely. And also, I'm hearing that if you cancel plans with them a lot, or like if you keep saying that you want to hang out, and then like off, just be like, hey, I want to hang out with you. Like, let's hang out on Saturday. And then if they say yes, just be like, oh no, I can't hang out on Saturday. I'm doing this and this and this. Like, invite them out, and then literally just like say that you can't show up or something. Um, and I'm hearing like if you always like compare them to your friends, and like not in a bad way necessarily, just like sort of like saying maybe like, oh, you're just like my friend, just like make up a friend's name and like keep saying their name the whole time. Um, yeah. But okay, how can you be petty? Let's see. Okay. I'm hearing also if you start texting them like, yeah, just like weird abbreviations, if you start being really Gen Z, like they will not like that. Yeah, just like start saying like certain things, or say you don't listen to this band, like how can I listen to them, like they're so cool, like do you not know anything, like that type of thing, just like be really extra. So the first card that we got is the Sun card. Okay, so like really just kind of like expose yourself a little bit, like tell them really gross details about, like, I don't know, like I feel like this is gonna get them to not like you. It's not being petty. But okay, so we have the Nine of Pentacles, because I really feel like this person likes you so much. So I don't know if you should be trying to make like them jealous or whatever, like you're trying to be petty, but um yeah, anyways, that's what we're doing. So let's see. We have the Six of Cups that came up, right? Okay. The Empress card. We have the Six of Wands, and also we have the Ace of Cups. So let's see, how can you be petty? With the Sun card, I really feel like if you start mentioning dates, like let's say you guys already had a conversation about when you want to have children and everything, just keep bringing it up, like even if maybe they want children later and you guys both agreed on that, just say like, oh yeah, look at this. Like I'm just like hearing like make them uncomfortable and nervous and like that type of thing. Just like bring up like babies and like wanting babies and everything. um yeah, I'm also hearing that if they watch soccer or something, like start watching it, and like support a different team. Like I'm hearing like if you start supporting a different team, or if they favorite let's say, oh, like I'm trying to think. I'm just thinking about Star Trek. I'm sorry. Like they say their favorite, TV show is Star Trek. like buy them a Star Wars t-shirt, like, you know, something that has nothing to do with their favorite thing. So if they love um One Direction, like One Direction is their favorite band, like buy them a Maroon 5, like a different band's TV t-shirt, and like start wearing it around, or like give it to them and say it's your favorite band. And then they're gonna be like, that's not my favorite band, you know, like you forgot about something that's important to them, you know. Or like just like say start saying like, yeah, that band that you like, they're not that good, or like there's another band that's way better. Just keep suggesting them, like, you know, underground music, or like suggesting like different things for them as well. Okay, we also have the Knight of Cups that like wants to come out for some reason. So yeah, and then with the Nine of Pentacles, I'm hearing that if you change up your appearance a lot, and if you start asking their input on what to wear, like I'm hearing that if you like you could maybe say, oh, I feel like wearing a pink scarf today, what do you think? And like just start saying like, yeah, I want to wear it, like, but like start overthinking like what you wear, but like not making it like insecure, but like say like they say, oh yeah, wear the pink scarf, and you're like, oh, so you think I look nice in the pink scarf? Like, I don't want to wear the pink scarf. I feel like that's too da, da, da. Like, just start talking about things for like 5 minutes. You know, sometimes when you have a conversation with a friend and you guys end up talking about like the weirdest thing for like 5 minutes. Like if you say, oh hey, I'm trying to think now. Oh, you got you so fast. And then you're like, oh, yeah, you know, the traffic was bad. And then, like, you start talking about traffic and, like, the weather for, like, 10 minutes. Like, you know, those weird conversations. I'm hearing that if you do that with this person a lot. Or, like, if you lose your train of thought really easily, like, do that as well. With the Six of Cups, yeah, like I said, just forget like really important memories and dates to them, and like mix it up and everything. Like that's how you're gonna get them back and be petty. The Empress card, they find you so attractive. Like honestly, maybe start looking bad. Like don't be trying to be doing too much, you know, don't put in effort, don't try and look nice, don't try and touch their hand, don't try and kiss them first, don't do none of that stuff, okay? I'm hearing that if you always cook for them, like stop doing it. Just be like, I'm not in the mood. I don't feel like cooking right now. Actually, I hate cooking. I don't want to cook for you at all. Like start doing that as well. Um, yeah, but like I said, especially where it's like if you know a band or a TV show, just say you've never seen this. Have you never seen this? Like it's so good. It's the best thing ever. Or like maybe you can start like yeah, maybe suggesting like a TV show and say it's your favorite, but like actually it's like the worst TV show ever. Like just think of the most trashy TV show and say it's your favorite and make them watch it with you and make them pay attention. Be like, are you watching this? Are you looking at this? Like do that type of thing. And then with the Six of Wands, it talks about you getting recognition from everyone. So you know, like maybe start like a bunch of group chats, and like just make sure your phone's always blowing up, you know, and always check your phone when you're with them. So if you guys are having a special moment or a date or something, just always take your phone out, take a picture and post it on Instagram, or just like make sure, yeah, your phone's always blowing up with like messages. um like, you know, sometimes when your friends share a photo of you on your story, like I'm hearing like tell your friends to do that, and like just keep reposting pictures of you on your story because other people did it. Ace of Cups, okay, that talks about a lot of emotion. So maybe start withholding your emotions. Don't be so emotional around them, you know? Yeah, like I'm hearing that this is really bad. Like maybe don't do this, but I'm hearing that if you are going through something, like don't open up to them about it, you know, something really important to you. Tell your friend, tell your best friend, and then let them find out through that best friend, you know? But yeah, and then we also have the Knight of Cups that came up, right? So yeah, like I said, just take your emotions and give it to someone else. Like just pretend like you're into something else but you're not really into it, you know. Act, you know, out of character. So yeah, we've got 3 channeled messages. So the first one says a moment you're not with yourself. Okay, that talks about kind of like, yeah, just like acting differently, like you would never do this type of thing, but like start doing it. It says, I'll be your medicine if you let me, okay? So if you always take care of them, you always give them medicine, you're always really considerate and compassionate, just stop doing that. And then it says you're going to meet messy people and do messy things, okay? So I'm just hearing that there are times when your partner's gonna make you upset, and you're gonna want to maybe like just stop talking to them or be petty like this. And I'm just hearing that it's important that you remember that everyone's going through their own struggles. So yeah, you know, I feel like don't be petty if you don't want to be, but like if you do, comment down below and like I want to hear about it. So pile number 2, let's get into it. How can you be petty? Okay. compelled to be petty. So it says smiling soul. Okay. I'm hearing that yeah, your smile is very beautiful. They love that about you, definitely. um I feel like if you started like, how can I say, like, if they tried, if I feel like you guys are really affectionate, like they always give you hugs goodbye, or they always kiss you good morning or something, like don't kiss them in the morning, like that type of thing. Or if you guys like live together, I'm hearing like when you're busy sleeping, just turn around, and like don't cuddle them and that type of stuff as well, definitely. um yeah, like I'm hearing that if you stop spending time with them, like they're gonna get really sad about it, and like it's gonna be really petty as well. Or like maybe don't do this, but like I'm hearing that if they work really hard, um just like start asking them things about their job. So maybe they could say, oh, I'm a music major, like that's what I'm busy studying, like start googling questions and ask them, oh, so, or like mention a band. Like I'm trying to think of something. Okay, they just say rather they're a tarot reader, because I'm a tarot reader. Then you can be like, oh, you're a tarot reader, so what does the Six of Cups mean? And then they could say, oh, it's about memories and like being a child and everything. You could say, no, that's not what it means. That, like, start pretending like you're better at them at their job or something, or start quizzing them on things that, like, it's kind of like, it's a bit annoying. Like if I'm like someone's busy studying medicine, like just like start asking them, yeah, oh, so you're studying medicine, aren't you, babe? Like, what, my friend has this rash, and like da, da, da. Like just keep asking for the advice on certain things, but like it has to be about their job, because they're gonna be feeling like, like it's just not gonna be a nice feeling. So yeah. And what else am I getting? Da, 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 da. Like never spend alone time with them. Always invite your friends with you when you guys are going on a date. Yeah, 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 yeah. And like maybe invite someone to stay with you guys even. Um if they are financially able, I'm hearing like stop paying rent. Okay, but that's not petty. Like don't do that, guys. I feel like this video is gonna be so bad. People are gonna be like, Jim, you're like saying all these awful things. Like stop. But sorry. Okay. How can they be petty? So we got the Four of Wands that came up, right? Okay, that talks about engagements and everything, and like manifestations. Okay, so I'm hearing oh, some way that you can be petty is if you have a dream about them, or make up that you had a dream about them, and say they did something to you that was so bad in the dream. You could say you cheated on me in your dream, or you could say like you broke up with me in your dream, and like keep bringing it up and say like, I can't believe that you did that like in your dream, and like actually get mad at them for what they did in your dream. Definitely. um yeah. Okay. Oops. How can they be petty? Okay, how can Palti be petty? So we have the Judgment card that came up, right? Ooh. Okay, we got the Queen of Cups. We have the Death card. We have the Eight of Swords in reverse. We have the Ten of Wands upright. Page of Cups, Two of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. Okay. How can you be petty? So I feel like with the Judgment card, how you can be petty is that you can kind of just start being a bit iffy about the decisions they make in their life. Like maybe you could stop pretending like you don't like their friends, or yeah, I'm hearing that for some reason. Or you could like point out something they do. You could say, I noticed that you always do this one thing. um or I'm hearing like something petty you could do is you could start telling a story, and like maybe like make them think that the story is about them, and then say, yeah, actually it's about my best friend. Like you could do that. Mm-hmm. And like always talk about like your favorite thing, your favorite TV show, your favorite something, and like yeah, just talk about it like the whole time, like all the time, and like make it come out of nowhere. Or I'm hearing that if you start like learning an instrument, maybe like you could just like start being loud, and like just start talking about like, yes, I'm learning how to play the trumpet. I just feel that people that play the trumpet are so superior. Like just start doing that type of thing. Start acting like you're like not better than them, but like just start acting a bit like they need to check themselves. And then the Queen of Cups, okay, that talks about being like an emotional nurturer and like supporter and everything. So I feel like something that you could do is you could start kind of like embarrassing them a bit, but like not really, because I feel like this person is someone that's really private and they don't like maybe boasting too much about their successes. So maybe just start like having throwing them parties and saying like, yes, this like you're so talented, like just start buttering them up, and everything. Like stop being like if you aren't affectionate with them, stop being overly affectionate to the point where it's weird. Or like I said, like don't kiss them as much, basically. I'm hearing that if you have any traditions, like just like forget about them and be like, oh, is that today? I forgot. Like I didn't really know. Um, yeah. And then with the death card, that does talk about like a huge change and like even ending things. So I do feel like something you could do is, um, oh, that's so tough. I'm thinking like how to be petty, but like it just talks about ending things and like ending a connection. So don't obviously don't do that. But I do feel like a way you could be petty is like I said, just about the dream thing, like saying like pretend something really got to you when it really didn't. Like maybe they could say something, you could be like, no, that hurt my feelings. Like why you gotta bring that up, bro? Like must I bring up this and this and this? And then it's like, damn fam, that's out of pocket. Like why are you doing that? Yeah. Like maybe you guys always play a wrestle, you could say stop doing that, like I don't want to wrestle with you, like you can go be rough with your friends, like don't be rough with me. I'm hearing that. Or you could say like you never treat me like your girlfriend, or you never treat me like your partner, like your lover, like stop treating me like one of your friends. Yeah, say that, like stop treating me like one of your friends, like I'm not your friend, okay, we're dating, we're together, we're married. Like start saying that, because they're gonna be like, what do you mean, like they're gonna be like so confused. And then we have the Page of Cups, so that talks about surprises as well, being spontaneous. So you could be someone that's very spontaneous. And I'm hearing that like if you stop being spontaneous, or like if you aren't very spontaneous, like just start doing like crazy things, like maybe buying a lot of things, but like obviously don't go into debt over this. But just like yeah, start doing like crazy things, or like picking up like a lot of new hobbies, learning the trumpet or sewing things, or like learn how to knit or sew, and like tell them to wear it, or like stop buying ugly t-shirts, or like buying things that you know that they would never wear, and like give it to them, and like make like say, baby, I got you this beautiful sweater and it's so beautiful, I hope you love it, and like give it to them, and like say, why aren't you wearing it, like why don't you love it? And if they say they don't like it, start crying, be like, what do you mean you don't like it? Like just start doing that type of thing. Like get senti over the smallest things, start getting sensitive. That's what senti means. We have the Two of Swords that came upright, okay? So that does talk about being really distant. So I feel like you got to do the opposite of that. So, yeah, maybe like smothering them a bit, or yeah, just start acting like a bit weird. Like start acting like overly nice, like overly weirdly nice, where it's like, you know, um, or like pretend like something isn't a big deal, which is opposite of what I just said. But like I'm hearing like maybe, um you could say like, let's say your favorite band is One Direction, and like you hear that One Direction broke up. Obviously that already happened. And like just like be like, oh, it's fine. And like they're gonna be thinking like, I thought this was your favorite band, or like I don't know, let them kind of second guess you. Like they're gonna think that they don't know everything about you. Ten of Wands talks about just being really busy. So maybe start acting lazy, act like you don't really want to like go to school, you don't want to go to work, just act really lazy. And then Page of Pentacles. So I'm hearing that if you write them a really bad poem, or like if you start like yeah, like I said, just pick up a random hobby, like maybe try singing, and like if you can't sing, just like start singing all the time. Be like, and like start singing like songs that are just like it's way too impossible to sing. Like I don't know, if I were a boy, like that note where it's like if I, like that note. Just like start singing all the time, or like start singing in your sleep, or you could be pretend like you're sleeping and pretend like you're sleepwalking or something. I mean, yeah, or like I don't know, like talking in your sleep, like start snoring really loud. Start snoring really loud. And then we have the Eight of Swords that came in reverse, okay? So that talks about moving freely and giving your partner kind of the choice. So like I said, I'm saying this at the end of every pile. Being petty honestly is a decision that you want to make. So like do it if you want to, but like, you know, just remember that like you and your partner or partners, like you guys all have free will, you guys all have a choice. So like if they did something that hurt you, it's best to rather just ask them like straight out, because I do feel like they might be a bit slow when it comes to kind of you being petty. Like they're just gonna be thinking like you're acting weird, and like they're gonna be getting annoyed, and like I just feel like they're gonna like be unhappy, you're gonna be unhappy, and it's like because you don't want to be petty, you want to like get back at them. So just like rather, talk to them and communicate everything. So yeah, I'm trying to think now. Did I do your? I don't think I did. I didn't take out the channel messages. So it says, what do you love doing? Again, like I really feel like if you pick up a random hobby, or like if maybe their hobby is skateboarding, go with them skateboarding. And like, I feel like every couple, like they all have their thing with, well, not like every person has their favorite hobby. So it's like if you start doing it with them, it's kind of like, I don't know, if it's a bit weird. Like let's just say my best friend is into, or my partner is into skateboarding. Like just start skateboarding, buy a skateboard, and like I don't know, like just like start skateboarding, but like be safe and everything. Um, and like just try and do everything that they do. So if they always are wearing flannels, start wearing flannels. Just like start becoming a mini them basically. Yeah. Then it is friends, enemies, lovers, Sherlock vibes. Okay, so stop being really analytical. Yeah, like start overthinking a lot of things. Um, like maybe um like yeah, like with the whole sleepy thing, you could just say like, oh, like when we were busy sleeping, you turned around, like, do you not love me? Or like wake them up in the middle of the night if they don't have like work or school, and just like say, babe, I feel like talking to you, like can we just have a conversation? Or you could like, maybe if you're into astrology, you could say, babe, like our Mercury planets, like they're not compatible, so I don't know, like what are we gonna do, like it's not compatible. Or you could like tell them to take the personality test and like say, oh, you're an ENTP, like I'm a ISFJ, like we're not compatible. Or like I'm an INFP, we're not compatible. Or if you find out that they're like a Sagittarius, or like let's say a Cancer, like start sending them like Cancer memes and say, look at this is so you, like yeah, you're such a Cancer, like especially if they don't like Cancer, I mean they don't like astrology. So yeah, like it reminds me of that song Astrology. I forgot what it's called, but just like I'll link it down below if I remember. Like just like message me, comment down below. Can you please like link the song down and I'll do it because I'm gonna forget. But yeah, so that was what I got for pile. I feel like I say pile two. It's actually pile number three, three, four. I don't know, pile three. This is pile number four now. I don't really know what the timestamps are, guys. I literally forgot. So wait, pile one, pile two, pile three. Yeah, this is pile number four. So how can you be petty? Okay, so you guys chose the bench card. Okay, so I'm wearing bench presses. I'm hearing like something about working out for some reason. Like if you start gymming and going and working out like a lot, they're gonna like, I don't know why, but they're gonna start thinking it's petty. Maybe if they are someone that told you that they want to start gymming, like start gymming before them. Or like if they told you that they want to watch a movie with you, watch it before them. Like I'm just hearing like if you start acting really fast and really quick, like for some reason, like maybe just start rushing through life in a way. Like maybe you both wanted to register to vote together, go vote, like register to vote without them. Or like things that might seem couple, like just do it by yourself, like that type of thing. um if they have a favorite, like band or something, go to the concert without them and like take pictures and photos and post it everywhere, and take your best friend. If they get you a gift for like two people, say, can you like ask them if you can take your best friend. um what else am I hearing? I'm hearing that if you start using like a lot of weird words or big words in conversations, or if you start using like, yeah, like I know some people where it's like, when you're busy writing an English essay and then you add a bunch of words just to make it sound better, but you're actually just saying like a simple thing. Like instead of saying, oh, I'm gonna sit down, you say the a I don't know, I don't know, I'm trying to think. You would say like, my buttocks became heavy and my legs could no longer carry the weight of my head and da da da, like saying all these elaborate things just say you're saying one thing. So like start doing that with them, like just start like having full on conversations, and then just tell like one story, like you have to like tell 5 stories, or like um I don't know if that makes any sense, but like just start doing that, or like start acting a bit pretentious even, or like start gatekeeping certain things. What else? Oh, I'm hearing that if they always call you a nickname, tell them you don't like it anymore. Like if they always call you, let's say, I don't know, I'm trying to think of like a weird nick. Like if they always call you love or poopy pants, like, or like give them weird nicknames and call them those nicknames in public. Like say poopy pants, where are you poopy pants? Or if they call you like maybe you're a ginger, like they call you they carrot or something, like they call you, or they call you a Sheeran, I don't know. Like just like say you don't like it anymore, or don't laugh at any of their jokes. Like don't laugh at any of their jokes. Tell them that they're not funny. Yeah. Um, I'm hearing that like ask them to go camping with you. Maybe both of you don't like camping, but like pretend like you want to go camping. Um, what else? If you speak a second language, always speak that language and like so that they don't understand what you're saying. Yeah. Um, no man, that's so mean. Like I'm hearing like if you get a phone call, always go outside to take the phone call, like all the time. um, what else? Maybe like pretend like you're bad at something. Like maybe you could make them food, but like make it like really bad. Like obviously don't waste food. But like I'm hearing like if you make them something simple, like just like make it inedible, and like tell them to eat it. Like say, oh look, I made you this, and then like they're gonna feel uncomfortable. They're gonna be like, must they lie or what? Or do your makeup really badly and like go out with them and like say, so what do you think? And like take pictures and everything. Or like pull pranks on them, like small practical pranks. You could watch like YouTuber pranks, but don't take it too far, obviously. So let's see, okay. How to be petty. How can this person be petty, spirit guides? So we have the 9 of Wands that came up, right? Okay. I'm hearing something about gardening for some reason. Okay. We have the 2 of Wands. We have the Hierophant. We have the 10 of Swords. The Lovers. I was getting that this is a really intense connection. We have the King of Cups. Oh my gosh. Okay. The King of Wands. A lot of masculine energy. 10 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands that came upright. I don't know why, but I'm hearing kiss me with your eyes closed. Do, do. So yeah, maybe that could be your song. Um, yeah, maybe like yeah. Okay. Anyways, let me know. I feel like I'm just like losing my train of thought the whole time. But yeah, so the 9 of Wands talks about being like really defensive and everything. So I feel like if you start being really open about certain things, like you could be petty like that, maybe. Or maybe like how? Let me think. 9 of Wands. How can you be petty? Like yeah, like I don't know why, but like telling them like really like long stories. Like I'm just hearing like keep telling them stories about your life, like stories about before you met them. Like maybe not mentioning your ex per se, but like just keep saying things. Just be like, oh yeah, like my best friend, like they did this to me, they did that for me. Like just keep like talking about your life and like tell them a lot of stories. Um, and make the story so long where it's like it could have taken like 2 seconds to explain, like make it like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, always be late to meeting up with them. Yeah. I'm hearing that if they don't like the color green, like always wear green. Yeah. I'm hearing like if you start hanging out with their friends without them like that, they wouldn't like that. Like start doing that. Or maybe start messaging their parents, like if they're on good terms with their parents, like hang out with their parents without them. um yeah. Okay, then we also have the Two of Wands that came up, right? So Two of Wands, alrighty. Mm, that just talks about withdrawing and kind of letting the other person like take the lead in a way, or like just like taking a step back and like analyzing things and analyzing your options. So I do feel like maybe stop being more impulsive when it comes to certain things. Like don't take too long to think about things. If they ask you a question, answer immediately and don't even think about what you're gonna say, you know? Um yeah, like I'm just doing like stop being more blunt basically with what you want to say to them. And like don't sugarcoat things. I'm hearing that shame man, don't do it. But like if they're really superstitious, like I'm hearing like I don't know, like open an umbrella in the car or like inside or something. Um or like if you shower, like if you guys live together, like shower and like make it wet everywhere. Or like stop being really dirty. Don't do the dishes. Like yeah, don't do the dishes. It sounds nasty, but yeah. Um and like if they have a dog or something or like a pet, like start spending time with their pet a lot. And like spend more time with their pet or act more interested in the pet than them. Or if you're watching a TV show with them, act more interested in the TV show than them. Like make them seem like they're the background noise. And then we have the King of Wands that came upright. So that talks about just yeah, being really in control, like acting even older. So maybe you can start acting like immature. Like yeah, start acting really immature. Like, you know, even tell them like I don't know, yeah. Start acting really immature, 100%. And act like you know what you want. Be like, I know what I want, you know, like you're acting really assertive. Like start acting like that. Then you have the King of Cups. So yeah, just stop being loud unnecessarily maybe. Or start asking them like why questions. Like if they tell you, oh yeah, I'm going to this person's house, be like, why? 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 Keep asking them why the whole time. Like you know how a kid would act like they would just like sometimes so annoying, like do that type of thing. And then we got the lovers card. Mwah, the lovers card is so beautiful. So you know, I do feel like you guys have a really divine connection. So you know, nurture it, take care of it. Don't do anything to like destroy it or like you know, just don't do anything bad, okay? Um but yeah, I do feel like I'm definitely getting like Bella Swan and like Edward Cullen vibes from Twilight. Like, you know how he said take care of yourself, and then she literally went skydiving, she rode on motorcycles with strangers, and like she was just doing like things to get like an adrenaline rush, and she knew that her partner would not like it, but she did it anyways. You could start doing that, but please be safe. I'm not saying go skydiving, do not risk your life, do not do any of that stuff, okay? But just like start doing things that you know they wouldn't like doing, you know, like they wouldn't be comfortable with you doing certain things. Like do it, okay? Then we got the Ten of Swords that came up, right? Okay, I'm hearing that if you start becoming really surface level, so maybe you guys always talk about really deep things, like start just like not talking about that. Like maybe if they start talking about like, yeah, like I want to talk about the meaning of life, just say, you know what, I don't. Like just start covering everything up with like, you know, sarcasm and like humor. Like you know, certain people when they avoid certain things, they start keeping themselves busy, or like if they're going through a breakup, like they start drinking, they start doing like just like random stuff. Like I'm not saying like you just start doing that, but like just start doing other things to avoid talking about a certain topic, you know, and that they're gonna start thinking like that's so weird, you know, like maybe every time they try to bring up um your birthday, like just like be like, oh, I don't want to, like let's not, I don't want to talk about it, I don't want to talk about it. Just like start doing that, like start being dismissive and like not wanting to open up, not wanting to open up about certain things. um and then we got the Hierophant, okay, that talks about like your thoughts and everything, and like intuition even. So you know, like yeah, I feel like you know your partner really well, so it's just like you know what would make them petty, just do it. Like I feel like you know something you could do, you know what I'm thinking about, so just do it, okay? And then we got the Five of Wands that came up, right? That talks about arguments, okay? So I really feel like you would stop becoming like really passive aggressive. So, you know, maybe it's like they did something and it's like you want, like usually maybe like, well, not usually, but like let's say you would like want to talk about it, but like don't talk about it. Just stop being so passive aggressive. And they're going to be thinking like, did they do something? Like what happened? Or like if you get really hangry, bro, take it up, like, take it up a notch, like make sure you're letting everyone know you're hungry and like you're angry, okay, wait. That was so sour. Um, yeah, then we got the Ten of Pentacles. So just start acting really broke. Like just start like not wanting to spend money. Stop being fidgety with your money. Think about like your expenses and everything. Okay. Two channel messages. It says, "Excuse me, we are not platonic bros." So start treating them like your best friend. This is similar to pile number 3 actually. Just like the message. But yeah, maybe start calling them bro all the time. Yeah. Okay, then it says, "I'm just trying to disconnect." So maybe you could delete all your social media and like get a new phone with a new number, or like get like those like phones where it's like it doesn't have like WhatsApp or anything. Like get one of those phones and like I don't know, just like say, yeah, I'm going on like a social media detox. I feel like I don't know. And like do it when it's like their birthday, because maybe they love being posted on their birthday. Like they love it when you post pictures of them or whatever. Delete your account, or like just get rid of your phone and buy like a cheap small one, and like do it at a really important date where it's kind of like it's an inconvenience. So yeah, and then clear the energy. And our pile number 5, the last one. So golden boy, how can you be petty / get them back? Okay. I'm hearing that if you don't make a lot of eye contact with them, they're gonna start like, I don't know. I feel like they're gonna be like a bit like, why aren't you looking at me? Like, but yeah, don't look at them in the eyes. Um, I feel like this is a really sweet connection, because I feel like it's small things that makes them like you. So it's kind of like you guys are still in the beginning stages, and I do feel like it's really questionable. Don't be petty if it's like you guys just started talking, but I mean, do what you want to do. It's your own choice. But yeah, I feel like this person is kind of hard to get under their skin in a way. So it's gonna be a bit hard for you to be petty when it comes to this person, but I definitely do feel like, yeah, like just like maybe not looking at them in the eye sometimes. And maybe like I don't know, like I'm getting something, but I don't want to say it because it's sort of like using an aesthetic and like going with it type thing. Maybe you could start becoming obsessed with something and like make it your entire personality. Like I feel like they wouldn't, like they'd be like, why the heck are you doing this? Like I think you're going a bit overboard. Like getting a new fixation on something or someone. Yeah, maybe you could pretend like you're obsessed with someone. Yeah, like a person, like a friend or someone. um Maybe like if you let them, like I was gonna say you tell your best friend like things that they told you, but like don't obviously betray their trust, whatever. But I'm hearing like you could like maybe pretend like you told your best friend something about them. Like make it seem like you've been talking about them behind their back or something, because they're gonna be like, you know. But yeah, let's see. So how can you be petty? Pile number 5. We have the Knight of Pentacles that came up, right? Okay. 7 of Wands, the Magician card, 5 of Swords, ooh, backstabbing, got the 2 of Pentacles, the Devil card, 3 of Pentacles, okay, then just these two, 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups. Okay, so many cards. So with the Knight of Pentacles, that does talk about, taking things really slow. So I feel like, if you want to be petty, just like start pretending like, I don't know, like start going really fast. Like maybe you guys are really like, when you guys are busy having, like maybe like go really fast, like stop being really rough with them, like make out with them like it's like like all over the place, or pretend like you're a bad kisser, like stop being a bad kisser, bro, like out of nowhere, like just start kissing them with like so much tongue. Or like I don't know, start biting their lip, but like obviously don't hurt them, but like just like I don't know, start acting like overtly like weird. It's like, hey baby, you wanna like just start acting like that. Like start acting cringy, bro. Like start being cringy. Google how to be cringy and start doing that. Um, yeah, definitely. 7 of Wands, okay, that talks about like working really hard. So maybe like yeah, putting in this effort in the relationship and everything. Um, and like maybe telling them what to wear. Okay, maybe don't do that. But like I know, tell them their shoes are funny. Tell them their toes look weird. Like, yeah. Or like tell them like if they have very long hair, tell them they should cut it. Like say, oh, you should cut your hair. Like I don't know why, but like my one friend, they're Sagittarius, and like every time I'm like, oh, you should cut your hair, like they get so mad at me, and I'm like, I don't know why. Like literally every time I just say like they get so mad at me, and I'm like, you know, so like yeah, say they should cut their hair. Like if they have long hair, just say, oh, you should cut your hair. Like you should cut it. Or like if they're wearing an outfit, say, oh, you should have worn this. Like you should have done that. You should have done this. Like just tell them things they should have done. And it's kind of like, yeah. And then we got the magician card that talks about like being a MacGyver type thing, you know. So I'm being really talented. So okay, wait. Maybe like making a bad impression on someone. So if you're meeting their friends or something, start acting weird, like you know, like you wouldn't usually act. Like yeah, I'm thinking about like, so I remember this one guy I was dating, or like I went on, it was the first date also, and he's a Gemini. Hopefully he's not watching this, but anyways, and like he introduced me to his like, okay, I'm not gonna make it too specific, but his siblings, and he introduced, yeah, siblings, and he introduced me to like his entire world. Like he introduced me to everyone, and then like I was like acting a bit like, and then he was mad at me because I wasn't like, and I was like, what do you mean, bro? I was like, just start acting weird around their friends, you know. Um, then we got the Five of Swords that came up, right? So that does talk about, you know, a backstabbing friend, or like, you know, losing someone and like that type of stuff, you know, betrayal. So I do feel like something you could do is start being really dramatic. Like, yeah, be really dramatic about like small things. Um, and like when you're having a conversation with them, like at a mall or something, just stop being so loud. Like be that annoying loud couple, you know. Or like give them a lot of PDA in public, yeah. Um, yeah, maybe like tell them you wanna like start talking to their friends, or like start texting their friends all the time. And like start having inside jokes with their friends without them. Like yeah, make inside jokes with other people and not your partner or partners. And then we got the Three of Pentacles. I'm hearing if you make a public announcement about something without telling them about it. Um, or acting even a bit scared or something. Sorry about that. Like maybe like you could start like, I don't know, like I'm just hearing like act scared for some reason, like not of them but like of something. Then we got the Devil card, yeah, it talks about addiction and everything. And then Two of Pentacles, just start like prioritizing them, and like kind of make them feel bad about not prioritizing you. So maybe like always like make up like a random anniversary and say happy 6 week anniversary or happy first date anniversary. Like make up a random anniversary and like buy them a gift or something, or like I don't know, just like wish them anniversary, or like pretend like, you know, a day is like really important or special. Like you could say, do you know what today it is, do you know what day it is today? And then like just make up an anniversary. Nine of Cups talks about just being happy with how the relationship is going. So, you know, enjoy everything. I feel like you guys are still in the talking stage. So don't try to be too hard on them for like not knowing certain things. And yeah, be petty on your own terms. I don't know, whatever. So your channel messages say, I hope one day I wake up and see me like you do. Oh, that's sweet. So yeah, like I said, avoid eye contact with them. Don't look at them. And then it says, it doesn't get easier, but it does get better. So yeah, bringing up a lot of like things, bringing up concerns, bringing up things. And then it says 5 minutes of pleasure for a lifetime of pain. If you know where this comes from, comment down below and I'll give you a free reading. If you know where this comes from. 5 minutes of pleasure for a lifetime of pain. Say who says it and what the TV show is. Oh no, I just let you know it's a TV show. Okay, but yeah, it's fine. So that is what I got for part number 5. I really hope it resonated. Let me know if you guys like these videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.